gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video. All right, guys. So you already know what it is. It is time to break down the lies, the fallacies, the misconceptions, all that, okay? We have to break down this story that I actually broke. Well, I didn't necessarily break it, but I did break the story on BGZM News 17. So if you guys are not following BGZM News 17, you need to go do that, man. You really do, okay? You have to go and check out my backup channel, BGZM News 17. We posted this story a day ago about Teckle Sundberg, and we are going to break down what actually happened because you have Black Lives Matter protesting out there. You have all of these different movements and these marches and people mourning the young man's death, which they have a right to mourn, but they don't have a right. Well, I guess they do have the right, but they shouldn't be defending the actions that led to his demise. Okay, we've had a lot of situations of self-deletion by police. Okay, this is a trend in the community. This is a trend in the community. A lot of brothers are going out and getting murked, okay, by the police on purpose. All right, we broke down the Jalen Walker situation where he was whipping in the car, and it was brought to my attention that he actually was pulled over on another high-speed chase earlier that day. And then he goes on another high-speed chase, shoots the gun out of the window, jumps out of a moving vehicle with a Pooh Shiesty mask on, and then the rest is history, okay? 60 bullets later, right? So this time we have Andrew Teckle Sundberg, who was, deleted by the police. And it was a self-deletion by police again. So what we're going to do, we're going to break it down. We are going to break down this whole situation front to back. The naysayers, the dissenters, and all the people who agree with him and his actions. So anyways, we're going to get into this video. Let's see. And this is coming straight from BGZM News 17. Why don't you guys go over there and subscribe to BGZM News 17 and hit that like button to get daily updated videos. I'm posting 3 times a day, trying to be 5 times a day, but right now it's 3 times a day on BGZM News 17. So let's get it.
Right now, we are learning more about a standoff in Minneapolis that ended with a man dead. State investigators revealed in the past hour that 2 Minneapolis police officers fired their rifles. Police were called to an apartment building on 21st Avenue South near Franklin last night after a mother who was home with her 2 children called 911 about a neighbor firing shots into their apartment.
So this nigga was firing shots into a woman's apartment with her kids in the apartment. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, somebody in the apartment complex should have put him down, to keep it a buck, to keep it greasy with you. Okay. So that already in and of itself is very sketch at best. And you have these people in the community who are out here protesting for this super gremlin on demon time. And it just makes, like I said back in the Dizzy, well, it wasn't back in the Dizzy, it was last week. But I said that, back in the day, we were actually protesting for our freedom, our rights, our sovereignty. And nowadays, we are protesting against these super gremlins on demon time. But in this situation, we're protesting for them. Okay. In Atlanta, I broke down a situation where the community was protesting in order to stop the violence. Okay. And it just didn't amount to anything. Okay. It didn't amount to anything. But in this situation, you're defending a man who was shooting into a woman's apartment. It just delegitimizes everything that we have worked for. You know, in this situation, I would even go as far to say that they're making a mockery of the strategy, which is protesting against tyranny. But in this case, this was justice, man. Just from hearing straight up, you shooting in somebody's apartment, you got to go. You got to go.
The family, along with others in the building, were evacuated during a 6-hour standoff. Kate Raditz has more, including a video from a witness.
A 6-hour standoff between a man believed to be in his 20s and Minneapolis police ends with gunshots and a man dead.
I want to be very clear. This is not the outcome we had hoped for or desired.
A spokesperson for MPD said that as officers arrived to the building's third floor, they heard shots and saw exploding debris from the walls. A viewer sent us video of some of the incident. WCCO has edited this video to remove some of the sounds. The video shows a man hanging out of the window. We have blurred his image until his identity is confirmed.
Dog. This nigga was on 10. Who the fuck did he think he was? James Bond? Hanging out the window? Like, what the hell are you doing? And this is what y'all protesting for? Nah. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, community. You cannot be, I mean, this dude is straight out the window. Niggas got him on camera doing this goofy shit. This man thought he was Daredevil in this bitch. Like, this is scary. This is a scary sight. One of these super gremlins standing on the ledge of a window, about to jump, with a stick in his hand, sagging his pants.
Minutes later, you see him break the glass.
Wow.
He breaks glass again, and then there are 2 gunshots. Almost 2 minutes later, officers go up the stairs as EMS arrives.
The cops were here 6 hours. So what was going to be another 6 hours? This young man had a family.
Wow. She did not. The cops were here 6 hours. So what's another 6 hours? Wait. That's what she meant. Wait another 6 hours. Wait till he calms down with a gun. Nah, but the way y'all shitting on the Uvalde officers, which they handled it wrong. And I'm going to have to break that down, guys. It's just so much going on, but I'm going to have to break that down. They absolutely dropped the ball. Okay. In that situation. You know, they was on some scared shit. Niggas was on their phone in the hallway. It was a mess. And she is saying wait longer. Obviously, she looks like she's butch. She looked like she dyking. So we have a leftist here, okay? Obviously. And I bet she wouldn't be saying that if them shots was coming into her apartment. Let's go.
We're here 6 hours. So what was going to be another 6 hours? This young man had a family. He had friends.
Look, I'm going to just keep it a buck. When you are shooting into somebody else's apartment, you yourself said, fuck everything, fuck my life, fuck everything. I'm taking somebody out and I'm going out too. That anything once you commit that certain action, you're done. Nobody's taking you seriously anymore. We don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him. I don't give a fuck if he had mental issues or not. His parents should have kept his ass, in a straitjacket. whatever the fuck they had to do, because they knew he was a ticking time bomb. So I don't give a, like, at this point, you don't give a fuck about his family. And his family probably knew some shit was going to go down. Now, that doesn't make it like, that doesn't mean that it ain't going to hurt the same for the family. And you can feel bad for the family. But I mean, honestly, I don't feel bad for this nigga, bro. It sucks that because I know, like, you could really have crazy niggas in your family who will do some wild shit. Like, I already know how that is. So, but at a certain point, you mentally kind of withdraw anyway from that type of energy. Because, like, oh, I already knew. I mean, this person is hurting me. This person has already hurt me. So I'm going to have to pull back because they're hurting themselves at a faster rate that I can help them.
Parents, he had people that cared about him.
MPD says several attempts were made to get the man out of the apartment through overnight negotiations. They brought in the man's parents, who tried talking to him using phone calls, voicemails, and video messages. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry said on Twitter Thursday, "This is not the outcome anyone wanted."
And they contacted him, phone calls, video messages, voice messages. It didn't fucking work. Apparently, the voices in his head were a lot stronger.
Any loss of life is tragic, and my deepest condolences go out to the family of the individual involved. Kate Raditz, WCCO 4 News.
Police say the man was taken to the hospital where he died. He is believed to have been in his 20s.
All right, guys, we're going to fast forward, but I might have to I got to take a brief intermission because my rug is outside on the deck and it looks like it's about to rain. It looks like it's about to rain, so I'm going to have to get that rug before it rains. So give me 1 second. Let me see what I can play in the meantime. Oh, there we go. Give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free? Yes, sir. Turn around and tell those people. Tell them. I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm not gay. I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will love a woman. Now listen, y'all praise God with him. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody believe God with him. Hey! We don't just preach condemnation. We preach reconciliation. Hallelujah! God, help him, Lord. Help him, Lord. Help him. I wish I had some shown-up believers that'll come down here and dance with him and tell him you can do it in the name of Jesus. Hey! That's right. Hey! When I tell you, I want you to run down towards that camera and tell them I got a brand new life. Run right now. Run. Because it's in front of you. Glory to God. Somebody shout better.
And we are back. We're back in this bitch. Sorry, guys. I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Quavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17. But yeah, I mean, obviously, bro was wilding.
It's here at 6. New video from neighbors giving us a glimpse into what led up to a deadly police shooting overnight in Minneapolis.
This unfolded after a 6-hour standoff at an apartment that all started around 9:30 last night. Fox 9's Mary McGuire live for us near the scene. So, Mary, what are these neighbors saying?
Well, it's been more than 20 hours since authorities were initially called to this scene in the Seward neighborhood of Minneapolis, and residents are still not being allowed back into the apartment building where this all happened. You can see investigators with the BCA are still here collecting evidence. Behind me, there is the window on the third floor that neighbors say a man was sticking out of before he was shot and killed.
What a dumbass.
Pick up your cell phone. We can have a conversation with you.
Video of
you hear them. They're so nice. The police are so fucking nice, bro. We can have a conversation with you. The nigga is hanging outside, like standing outside the window. Like, dog, this nigga is suicidal, homicidal, all of the idols.
Obtained by Fox 9 shows the moments leading up to a deadly police shooting in Minneapolis. In it, you can see a man hanging out of a third-floor window as police try and negotiate with him.
The police keep coming, keep coming.
Residents in the Seward neighborhood of Minneapolis are still shaken.
I don't feel safe walking to school, and I don't feel safe in my own neighborhood.
Why? Is that because of the police? Gotcha. You know what I mean? No, I mean, seriously, though. Why don't you feel safe? Because you got nut jobs like this. Let's keep it a buck. They're out here and they're multiplying. They are outside when that's what outside even means. Being around niggas like that.
Police were initially called to the building on the 900 block of 21st Avenue South around 9:30 on Wednesday night after a woman called 911 saying a man was shooting into her apartment.
As officers arrived on the third floor, they heard additional shots. Officers also saw debris exploding from walls as more shots were fired. Officers called for backup and worked to rescue the mother and her 2 children out of the building to safety.
Over the course of 6 hours, police say they tried to negotiate with him using a variety of tactics.
These negotiation attempts included identifying and calling the man's phone.
They called him. They called him, y'all. They got his number. They said, "Ooh, can I get your number?" Called the man. Maybe he didn't answer. Maybe they had a brief discussion. Hang up. Bow. Still on that crazy nut shit. They gave him every chance, every warning. Yo, my dog. I mean, how did that call go? Yo, you know, what's good, my dog? Like, you know, it's a sticky situation, but you can still come back from it. You know, they letting niggas out for anything. Yeah, you shot into a woman's apartment, but hey, you didn't kill anybody, right? Yeah, right? Yeah, I mean, at this rate, you'll be back home in 24 hours, depending on how quickly you can post bond. So, why don't you come on down, man?
Bringing his parents to the scene, providing communications from his parents in the form of phone calls, voicemails, and video messages.
Damn. So his parents, they got his parents on the phone, try and talk him down. I don't know if this nigga was high. Maybe he did some drugs. Or maybe he was literally a nut job.
And officers also attempted numerous times using loudspeakers to instruct the male to exit the apartment with his hands up.
Early Thursday morning, officers fired at the man, who was rushed to the hospital where he died. Authorities haven't said exactly what prompted police to shoot. Now, Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey, we have learned, is in Washington, D.C. right now, but he did issue a statement about this incident. He shared his condolences with the family of the man who was shot, saying that this is not the outcome that anyone wanted. He also expressed his gratitude to MPD officers and crisis negotiators who worked with his family members throughout the night. Reporting live, Mary McGuire, Fox 9.
All right, so y'all saw what was going on. So you have a little background story. Now let's go to Twitter, okay? Let's go to Twitter. Okay, because they're exposing, bruh. They are exposing him. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so they're on his ass on Twitter as usual, but you know, you don't really have any people who are riding with him on Twitter that are like, I guess, on the main page. They saying he was a sick motherfucker. Let's see. Some of this is just like irrelevant shit. Obviously, we got the video of the woman who was spazzing, okay, about this dude. But this guy says he was a POS. Somebody said this ain't no George Floyd carnival. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know where the fuck they getting these from. But as you can see on Twitter, they were definitely flaming him, which rightfully so. Dude was nutso. Okay, he was out of his mind. I don't know what the fuck was going on with this dude, bro. But we have more. We have more on the story. I'm gonna show you how these folks is cutting the damn fool. But let's see. I did wanna. Here we go. They got it. They literally had a 2-hour live stream standoff. Oh my god. I mean, come on. They sat out there for 6 hours and had enough time to start a damn live stream. They were like, you know what? This is going to end badly, so we need to get everything on film so we can CYA, which is cover our ass. Okay. So there that nigga go. What the fuck is he even saying? He talking about some die. Go ahead and shoot. This is another thing. I'm convinced, bro. Niggas don't know how to listen to directions. Niggas don't know how to listen to directions. Those were straight up and down. Pick up the phone. We can talk this out. Doesn't have to get any worse. Nobody has to get hurt. I mean, they don't know how to follow directions. And you can see this in the schools. You see this on every level. They don't know how to wear pants. They don't read the directions on how to wear your pants, how to put on a belt. I mean, it's bad, y'all. It's bad, man. He was doing the most. 2 whole hours. Let's see.
I don't know why. So just bear with me. Yes, looks like they're throwing out a drone.
A drone.
A drone right there. Oh, they got crypto on here.
Oh shit. That's wild. They pulled up the drone on his ass, y'all. And they still protesting. They're still out here protesting. And then the people that they interviewed just sound so fucking stupid. They pulled a drone up on his ass, gave him so many chances. Wow, they just chilling at this point.
What flavor of Doritos?
See if we can find some type of activity.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna go to sleep.
The description kind of like describes the guy. Alto, flaco, moreno, y con pelo largo. ¿No es moreno? Okay.
He's white, I believe.
No. They had a so they had, they had an Amber Alert. That is a very key point right there. They had an Amber Alert, gave a description, but to me it sounds like they didn't put a race, because these are some burrito brothers, and they said moreno, which means black or brown. Basically, it means brown, but it's really for black people. Okay, moreno. All right, so they had a description, an Amber Alert, but they didn't put the race. They said male, hanging out window with rifle type shit. That's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. You're putting people in danger. You're putting people in danger by not giving a real description. Like, they didn't even know. Like, the person in the video, he's straight up filming the nigga hanging out the window, and he's like, oh, I think he's white. What? Did you not see this nigga? I could tell he's black for one, the way he wasn't following directions straight up. And for two, just the way that he was moving, like you could tell he was on some nigga shit.
He's white.
Someone commented that he had like Ethiopian.
Ethiopian.
Bro, you got half, bro.
Bro, but I'm in a live, bro.
And then you got another one? Is that an extension cord?
Andrew Teckle Sundberg. Yeah, that's his whole name. He has 3 Sundberg relatives to that Facebook.
Oh, they on his Facebook. Let's see.
No way. Dang, he not.
Hold on, what them niggas said?
We're not even munching, dog. What are you talking about?
Oh, I guess they was on live. Anyways, we're gonna move on from the live stream and just kind of show you some the communitas sentiment, which, oh god, it's insane, bro. The insanity. So you saw what type of bullshit he was on. Let's get it.
Hundreds gather seeking answers after a Minneapolis man was shot and killed by police following a 6-hour
Guys, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Trap, hit the PayPal. You already know what it is.
Standoff this week. Andrew Teckle Sundberg's family, friends, and members of the community are calling for transparency about what happened. As Devon Raming reports, there's also one resident who lived in the building.
Transparency? We just saw a 2-hour live stream of what happened. You mean to tell me they didn't know that their kid was fucking sick in the head? Come on. Or at least he was on some bullshit.
Building with Sundberg, who wants her concerns heard as well.
We're just here to respect life, demand justice.
He got his justice. Look at this egghead nigga right here with the bullhorn. This is a beta male, guys. This is absolutely a beta male.
I am a nurse.
A nurse?
Yes.
Beta! Ramar, are you the head of your wife?
I like to think that we're equal.
Are you the head? Beta!
I am no. I'm an alpha.
Not if you think you and your wife are equal. Beta!
Oh, because I tell you why.
Beta!
And my stepmom thought I was getting an attitude, and she got really mad that I said that to her. And so not even like 2 minutes later, my dad called me.
Beta!
I told my dad
Oh, poor daddy feeling hurt.
Poor.
Man,
Since you think I'm a beta, since you think I'm a beta, since you think I'm a beta.
manhood hour.
Okay. This nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh, we're here to respect life and demand justice. The justice was served. And let his family respect his life, because you didn't know a damn thing about this nigga. You seen this nigga in your apartment 1 or 2 times and said, what's up? Fuck out of here.
What started as an afternoon rally with demands for justice and calls for the body cam footage to be released in the police shooting death of Andrew Teckle Sundberg quickly boiled over into anger and frustration when 24-year-old Arabella Yarbrough showed up.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.